Welcome, plant loving friends. Today I'm going to be talking to you about how to choose the correct pot for your plant. This is applicable when you're first potting up your plant out of its nursery pot or when you're up potting to a larger size pot. Today I'm going to be potting up this gorgeous Stroman Trio Star. Look at this beauty. It has gorgeous white and green variegated leaves on the top, and then look at that striking pink underneath. This is a crowd pleaser. We love this plant. It's gorgeous. So I'm going to be looking for a new home for it. It is currently in a 6-inch nursery pot, and at Groovy Plants Ranch we always recommend that you choose to put your plant in a pot that is the same size it's in or no larger than 2 inches. So that is because if a pot is too small or too large, you can have all kinds of watering issues and root issues. So as you can see, this pot right here, much more than 2 inches bigger, and it's got a lot more soil mass. There's about 3 times as much space in here for soil as in the pot it's currently in, and that is going to create a major watering issue. Your plant is not going to have access to all of that moisture in the pot, and because of that you can have all kinds of issues. Maybe get fungus gnats, or can have root rot, or you can just have trouble knowing when to water. So this pot, much too big, so we'll get rid of it. This pot, too small. This pot is a 5.5-inch pot, and you can see it slides in here, and if I really wanted to, I could probably squeeze it in there, but it's not going to be happy in there for very long. So it's not a great choice because you're putting extra time and money into this beautiful pot. You want to pick a pot that it's going to be in for a little bit of a while, and this is too small. So we'll get rid of this one too. And this pot is our perfect Goldilocks pot. So this is a 6-inch pot, and then this is an 8-inch pot. And as you can see, it's slightly deeper and slightly wider, but not significantly more than the pot it's currently in. So this is going to be a great home for it for a while. It's going to keep it nice and happy, and you shouldn't have any major watering issues. I should also mention that at Groovy Plants Ranch, we always recommend you choose a pot that has a hole in the bottom. It's going to make it a lot easier for you to water. So now that we have our pot picked out, we are sure that it's the correct size. I'm going to show you how to pot it up. So you're going to put soil in the bottom of the pot, just enough that when you take your plant out of its current home, the soil level of its current pot sits at the lip of your new pot. You don't want to have so much soil in here that you're jamming it down in. That's going to compress the soil underneath and make it harder for the roots to grow and be healthy. If you put your soil in and you notice you have too much, just remove a little bit. Don't shove it. So I actually think I have put a little much in. Now I'm going to take my plant and I'm going to remove it from its nursery pot. This is how I always recommend people remove a plant from a nursery pot. You're going to grab as much plant material at the base of the plant, as close to the soil as you can. Don't grab leaves, they're not strong enough. And then squeeze right at that corner of the pot 3 or 4 times. It should release those roots from the pot, and it should slide right out. Look at those beautiful roots on that guy. It's ready for a new home. I'm going to put it in here, and then you're just going to fill around with soil. And you can use your hands or a trowel or the pot that it was currently in. And I like to spin my pot while I'm filling it with soil. That way I make sure that it's not getting lopsided or that the crown isn't too far to one side or the other. And if you feel like, even though you have it centered, maybe it's leaning a little bit, just, push it a little bit, move that soil, the current root ball a little bit so that you balance it in its new pot. And as you're filling, you want to do a little bit of pressing, just light, because when you water the soil for the first time, it's going to compress a little bit. So if you press it down a little bit, then you're not going to have to refill later. But you also don't want to be jamming it in, because once again, you don't want to be compressing the soil so much that you're going to have watering issues or that your roots aren't going to be able to grow. There you have it, choosing the correct pot and planting it up. Take this baby, water it really well, and find it a new home. Thanks for watching.